Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to Tom Spotlight. Today, we're diving into one of Hollywood's most infamous flops, Days of Thunder. Released in 1990, this action-packed blockbuster starring Tom Cruise was supposed to be the next big thing after his hit film Top Gun. But as it turns out, this movie represented everything that was wrong with Hollywood at the time. The story goes that Tom Cruise teamed up with producer Jerry Bruckheimer and director Tony Scott to create a film about the world of stock car racing. They enlisted the talents of Robert Duvall, but the script was written on the fly, literally, with pages delivered to actors just hours before filming began at the Olive Garden. Yes, you read that right. The writers worked out their story beats over unlimited breadsticks, which not only raised eyebrows, but also showed the extent of the chaos that ensued during production. Now, we can't help but feel a little bad for Tom Cruise, who was apparently so hooked on auto racing after watching Paul Newman's racing exploits that he convinced Jerry Bruckheimer to join him in this venture. But as it turns out, the movie didn't quite live up to expectations. With a budget 4 times larger than Top Gun, Days of Thunder failed to deliver at the box office and was panned by critics who accused the filmmakers of dumbing down their product. But what's really interesting about Days of Thunder is how it exposed the flaws in producer-driven blockbusters that became all the rage in the late 80s. The film's failure marked a turning point, where studios began to prioritize long-term box office success over creative vision. And who can forget that infamous scene where David Miscavige, head of the Church of Scientology, tried to pitch his proprietary recording tech to the filmmakers? Talk about an inside story. Despite its critical and commercial failure, Days of Thunder has become a fascinating case study on how conflicting interests and personalities can lead to disaster. The film's production was marred by clashing egos, substance abuse, and poor decision-making, which ultimately resulted in one of the biggest box office flops of all time. But hey, as we say here at Tom Spotlight, even the biggest failures have their silver linings. While Days of Thunder may not have achieved the success it deserved on its initial release, it has since become a cult classic. And yes, you can still stream it today on Prime Video. So if you're looking for a wild ride with plenty of twists and turns, be sure to give this one a watch. Just don't forget to bring your breadsticks. That's all for today's episode of Tom Spotlight. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time on the red carpet.